When we first discover a new function, we can start with a table. As we did with straight lines, we're also going to do it for hyperbolas. Let us just consider the most simple parabola that you can have, and that is y equal to 1 over x, and see how we find the form of that. We see that since y is equal to 1 over x, we find that we can also write y is equal to 1. That means that x and y is inverse proportional. And contrary to a straight line, we can't just use just 3 values to draw this parabola. So on my table, I've listed a few values like what you can see here, and then I will plug it into my formula 1 over x. So if I put in minus 3, I get 1 over minus 3 and 1 over minus 2, 1 over minus 1, 1 divided by 1 minus 2, that will give me minus 2, and 1 divided by 1 over minus 3, that will give me minus 3. And similarly here, if I have 1 divided by a quarter, I will get 4, and 1 divided by a third, I will get 3, and 1 divided by a half, I will get 2, 1 divided by 1, I will get 1, 1 divided by 2, I will get a half, and 1 divided by 3, I will get a third, and 1 divided by 4, I will get a quarter. A, B, C, I started with the positive values here and then just labeled it. So on the graph here, you will see I have plotted these points A, B, C, etc. So A was at a quarter and we got a value of 4 for that, and B was at a third and we got a value of 3. C was at the point a half, we got a value of 2, etc. And you can see it makes a nice curve like this. For the negative values, we have a similar situation. But you see, it's now everything is here in the third quadrant. For positive x values, we had all our y values also positive, because we have a plus times a plus equal to a plus. And here we have a minus times a minus also gives us a plus value. And so we have a negative x and a negative y, and remember the plus is the k value. K is equal to 1, which is positive. On the right hand side, I've just joined this point here, and to see that it is such a smooth curve, you can work out a lot more values if you want to, but we already see the form of, or the shape of this hyperbola will be like this. And as I said, this is for k equal to 1, which is positive, because we had y equal to 1 over x, and the k value, this is our k value. In this case, we can also write y equal to minus x as minus 1 over x. So the k value is equal to minus 1, which is less than 0. The fractions will be similar, except that if I have now minus 1 divided by minus 3, I will get a plus a third answer. And if I get minus 1 divided by minus 2, I will get plus a half. And minus 1 divided by minus 1, I will get plus 1. And minus 1 divided by minus a half will give me plus 2. And minus 1 divided by 1 over minus 3 will give me plus 3. I've already worked out positive side here, and what you should notice is Also for the negative side, if I started with a negative x, I will get a positive y. Negative x, positive y, negative x, positive y. Here, if I have a positive x, I'll end up with a negative y. So all the positive x's have negative y values. Again, I labeled the points here as before. I've plotted these values, and you will notice that on the left hand side, this is my first quadrant, my second quadrant, I have x is negative but y is positive. All the y values are positive. If I look on the right hand side, this is my fourth quadrant. Here my x is positive but my y is negative. So again, we see the more or less the shape of these curves, one in the fourth quadrant and one in the second quadrant. On this page, I've just used computer software to join all these points to see that we have a smooth curve like this. So this is when you use a table. We will only do it once to convince you that this is the shape of hyperbola. From here onwards you will assume it looks like this, and we will, in the next exercise, we will look at more of the properties of hyperbolas.